Hello and welcome to CVTV News. I'm David Kerr.
And I'm Deedra Haven.
We had some great fun at the Stafford County Christmas Parade last week.
We did. And I enjoyed being able to be with you and Kara Colucci, our very own weather gal.
I was a very lucky guy.
You got to sit in the middle of us.
Yeah, I'm into that. And we had some of the best hot chocolate ever made.
Oh, come on.
Deirdre made the hot chocolate and it was delicious. And no, it was not fortified. It was just straight old hot chocolate. Well, if you missed the Christmas parade, it was raining a little bit.
It was.
That rainstorm, but it didn't stop our parade participants or a lot of our.
It may have rained on our parade, but it didn't soak the fun. We still had lots of fun.
We had lots of spectators. So if you'd like to catch the parade, we'll be broadcasting it starting this Saturday. That's the 22nd at 7 p.m. And then every day after that, all the way till January 1st at 7 p.m. So tune in, catch the show. It was a lot of fun.
It was.
And you'll be sitting in a nice, warm, dry place, we hope.
Well, if you randomly ask anyone what garbage is recyclable, they'll list cans, plastic, paper, cardboard, and glass.
Of course.
But this has recently changed. Just a few years ago, these materials netted around $400,000 in annual gross revenue for the Rappahannock Regional Landfill Solid Waste Management Board, or the R Board for short. But the single-stream model of recycling, where all recyclables are disposed of together and sorted later, is no longer economically viable. The United States and other developed nations send China our recycled trash. And
I didn't know that.
I didn't either. And in turn, China transforms and returns the foreign waste into consumer products and packaging. Until now, we've exported about 1/3 of American scrap to China, which is the leader in global industry and recycling. China, however, has stopped allowing the import of recyclable goods. They don't want it anymore.
Yeah.
And especially from countries including the United States and other more developed countries. Some municipalities have already halted the curbside pickup of materials now banned from China, or excuse me, banned by China, because there's simply nowhere downstream to send them. The R Board phased out glass recycling at curbside.
You mean you can no longer recycle bottles and glass?
No, you cannot, but they have a way to approach that. The R Board pays about $40 per ton to get rid of the material, according to Stafford County's Keith Dayton, director of the regional landfill. Glass is heavy, has a limited market, and is expensive to separate from other recyclables and by color.
They sort the glass by color?
Yes, they do.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Disposal of glass negatively affects the landfill's profits because it makes up about 12% of all solid waste disposed in the region. To counter this challenge, the Eskimo Hill Residential and the Bellman Road Convenience Centers set up separate glass collection sites. There are containers there, and they're asking Fredericksburg and Stafford County residents to collect their own glass and voluntarily drop it off free at either one of the sites, Bellman Road or Eskimo Hill. The landfill will then crush the glass into cullet. Cullet is used in place of gravel, and it will be used in an ongoing attempt to repair the roads and to use it in place of gravel where the heavily traveled roads of the dump trucks will be. While glass is not collected with your recyclables, the R Board hopes that civic organizations will get involved to have glass drive collection days, or that citizens will save and bundle their glass material to bring them to the landfill. The Virginia Department of Environmental Quality requires landfills to recycle at least 25% of its waste. The R Board has surpassed this target, and they lead with one of the highest recycling rates in the state. They're at about 50%. This shows that our citizens and businesses are good stewards of our land and resources.
It also means they're not filling up the landfill as fast.
Right.
Yeah.
And it also means you can tell that because recycling is voluntary in our area.
Well, that's really impressive. Well, speaking of the environment, a proposed solar farm in Spotsylvania County continues to spark controversy. This has been a very lively discussion in Spotsylvania County. It's still ongoing. A group called the Concerned Citizens of Fawn Lake and Spotsylvania County, through their spokesman Dave Hammond, have continued to express concerns about the proposed project. The proposal, which is referred to as the Spotsylvania Energy Center, kind of a good corporate sounding name, involves a 3,500 acre solar farm in western Spotsylvania County. It will have, get this, 1.8 million solar panels and will generate 500 megawatts of power. We've talked about this before on the show. The company making the proposal is called S-Power. If this project is approved, it would be one of the largest solar farms in the nation. Mr. Hammond, the president of the concerned group of citizens, expressed his concerns of the group, noting that there were worries about the handling of potentially toxic metals that are sometimes in the solar panel or in the transmission site, having a large cleared track, and which might create environmental issues, and concerns about the economic viability of the project. Mr. Hammond also expressed concerns about the impact of the project will have on property values in the area. The solar project has been approved by the state, but still has to be approved by the county. That's both the Planning Commission and the Board of Supervisors. So there will be a lot more to come on this discussion in the weeks ahead.